Welcome to a special edition of Anthony T's Horror and Wrestling Show on YouTube. It's been quite a while since I did a video. Now, episode 80 is coming out, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get this news in episode 80 since production for that episode is done. It's being uploaded as I believe we speak. So it should be up probably today, tomorrow. It'll be up on the YouTube probably Monday. But this is such massive news that yours truly had to make a quick video on. And that is Vince McMahon has retired from WWE. If you've been listening to the podcast, last episode, I expressed commentary that I didn't think Vince McMahon would last the year. I was right. He did not last a year, as he has officially retired. This happened after 4 o'clock this afternoon. On Twitter, he basically said at 77 years old that he's retired. This is a massive story. Probably one of the biggest wrestling stories ever. Now, why did he retire now? Because this was all of a sudden. Is there something damning coming out? And the fact is that it may have forced Vince to realize it's time to go. Because earlier in the day today, John Laurinaitis was fired from WWE. He was replaced as head of talent relations by Triple H. So the timing of this really intrigues me, seriously, because you're retiring a couple of hours after John Laurinaitis got fired, basically. But I'm not going to go on and speculate more, because this is such a big story. I hope that this marks a turning point for WWE creatively, quite frankly. I really am hoping, because the product's been very stale for years. I've said it on my podcast time and time again. Vince McMahon does not know what he's doing. Now with him now leaving WWE, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be around. Couple of names come to mind. Kevin Dunn. Always been a yes man to Vince McMahon. A lot of people hate Kevin Dunn. He's the executive producer for WWE. Then you got Bruce Pritchard, head of creative. Another yes man for Vince McMahon. We don't know what the future holds for those two men as well. We don't even know if Stephanie McMahon's going to be permanently the chairwoman of WWE. A lot of interesting things happening in WWE. And it's going to start to play out in the next couple of weeks, months. As I'm really hoping this is a turning point for this company. And I am really hoping that the product is very good because it's been, let's face it, very bad and unwatchable. So, this is literally one of the biggest news stories in wrestling history. And it's going to be a very interesting time in WWE. They have a pay-per-view next week, SummerSlam, which is headlined by Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. It's going to be a very interesting show, to say the least. Maybe this is the turning point where we get stars like Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and people like them in the main event scene. Because I've said this for years, I think Seth Rollins is a main eventer. I think Kevin Owens is a main eventer. I think Cody's a main eventer. I think Ricochet can be upper mid-card main event. Same as Finn Balor, Matt Riddle. They got talent. It's just they don't use the talent properly. And I really hope they bring back tag team wrestling too. Because that tag team division for the last 10 years has been atrocious. Compare their tag team division to AEW's tag team division. It's night and day. AEW's tag team division is far superior than WWE's tag team division. I hope that gets an upgrade too. Because tag team wrestling has always been fun to watch. So it's a very uncertain time for WWE, as this will conclude this video. As again, Vince McMahon at the age of 77 has retired from WWE. And we don't know what the future holds for this company.